Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're all doing well and welcome back to another COD Ireland broadcast. The playoffs continue, but this time we have made our way down to Division 2, where although it's a lower division, the competition is certainly no less as we're reaching that final stage where we're really beginning to see the top level teams truly show out and show why they are the teams that they believe in themselves can go all the way and pick up that prize money. We have some fantastic games in store for you tonight. We had one of the games actually get played off stream yesterday due to a mild scheduling conflict, so we know who's going to be going in to that winners final on the winners section on one side, and I actually can't even remember it off the top of my head, but I do have the bracket here ready, so we will get a look at it, and it'll remind me as well as it reminds you. Oh, I remember, it's LA Robbers. LA Robbers have already made it through. And we have the other side of the winners round 2 here tonight, which is KP's Minions versus C4 Esports. Two very, very strong teams, especially KP's Minions. Sort of an immaculate performance, vying for a Div 1 spot, which I think is safe to say if they do come back for Season 2, they have absolutely claimed already. Which, by the way, Season 2 signups are live. You can find sign-up links for that in our Discord and pinned on our Twitter as well. You do need to be on our Discord to get access to the league and things like that, so it's very much worth joining. But do also make sure if you're over on our Twitter, give us a follow there as well. But also give us a follow here. It helps out a lot, folks, so we really would appreciate it if you'd like to follow. We always appreciate the support. But folks, I sidetracked there a little bit. KP's Minions versus C4 Esports, and after that we're going to be moving on to the losers part of the bracket, where the loser of this game is going to be facing off against Nuggetland, another very strong team. And then after that we go to the other losers round game in this division, where we're going to be seeing Peaked in Ghosts take on Deny Gaming. So some fantastic games in store for you tonight. We've got the game now at 7:30. The next game is going to be around 9 o'clock or whenever we can get it started. Again, these are just rough estimates based on when we can get games finished. We can bring them to broadcast. And then the third game, if everything is on schedule, should be starting at 10:30. So a fantastic action-packed evening ahead for us this evening, and I really hope you're going to enjoy it. And folks, I hope everyone's doing well. I'm seeing the chat popping off, a couple of people in here to check out the games. Appreciate y'all coming in, checking out, showing your love and support. And we don't want to be in a situation where we are delaying too long. And I know with some of the things that I want to show you, we could very quickly start running over time, especially knowing my ability to be able to yap on a professional level. Seeing Vinyl come in as well for the first time, chat. Appreciate you. And I saw Doc Cotton follow earlier, and along with a couple others. Actually, Vinyl, you followed earlier as well, so appreciate the new followers coming in, appreciate the chats. And again, folks, people watching, if you do want to support COD Ireland, we are now Twitch affiliated, so if you want to subscribe, you're absolutely able to do that. If you have a Prime subscription as well, if you have Amazon Prime, you're able to subscribe for free. And you may notice that I'm actually looking a little bit off to my right, because I'm literally just after noticing that wire that is attached to my camera is hanging at a precarious angle. So if my camera dies at any point during the evening, not that I'm exactly on camera too much, just know it's probably a wire issue. So that wire is not angled in right whatsoever. But folks, I'm going to take you to the bracket so we can see how things have shaped up so far in this division. And as you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, LA Robbers are already through to the winners final. So the game that we're about to see, we'll see one team go into the winners final and one team drop to losers round 3, where they will face off against Nuggetland, as said, which will be game 2. And then of course game 3 will be Peaked in Ghosts versus Deny Gaming. And this is how the division has shaped up so far. Some interesting games, to say the least. I think you have strong teams very much showing why they're the strongest teams. And then it's very mixy down the middle of the pack. But one thing is for certain, that there is the ability for teams in this division to cause an upset. And it will be a case of an upset, because I'm going to take you to the head-to-head right now to see how these teams have compared against each other throughout the entirety of the league. And off this, you'll be able to see that there's one team in here. It's going to take a lot to stop. And folks, that is indeed KP's Minions. Look at that win-loss. 8-0, absolute perfection. Only have dropped one map in the group season. 96% map win ratio and 24 points. The team to beat in the division, that's for sure, and a team who are really vying for that Division 1 top spot, as I said before, and have already earned it by the looks of things. But you know, a team that's not that far behind them, backed by an organization that are no slouches by any means, C4 Esports, got a 6-2 win-loss ratio and an 18-10 on the maps won and lost with 18 points. Again, they've dropped map C4 Esports, but one of these teams that have shown that they have the ability to take it to their opposition in the moment, and they're able to fight it out as well, right? They've played a lot of maps. You know, losing 10, winning 18, but still coming away with 6 wins means that they are a team that has a fight in them. They're able to fight to the very end. So I would say, you know, if there's any team that's going to really make KP's minions struggle in this Division 2, it's going to be C4 Esports, which is why this is going to be a very, very strong game this evening, and one I absolutely cannot wait to get into. So, folks, last but not least, before I take you through the maps and modes that we're going to be playing in this evening's game, just do remember that the stream does run on a 60-second delay. So if I'm responding to anything, if I'm updating you on something that I've seen in chat, respond to anything in chat, whatever it may be, if things are a little late, there's a 60-second delay on all of these streams to protect the competitive integrity of these games. And folks, without further ado, I actually do hope I've laid these out right, because I forget. I have that many things to set up prior to the games, I forget what I've set up. But we're going to take you through the maps and the modes that are coming up in this series. Beginning with map number 1, we'll be going to Protocol for a little bit of hardpoint. And Protocol is a map that, you know, if you're very strong as an AR player and you have subs that are able to watch over those lanes and keep you backed up, then it's a map that you can control. And it very much is one of these maps that is about that control, whether or not you dominate over certain areas to get those overwatch positions throughout the map, those power points that allow you to just dictate movement, dictate spawns, know where people are coming from, and make your opponent's life a living hell. And then map number 2, we move on to a rather interesting one that we've been seeing crop up, I think, more and more throughout the course of the season, but a map that I think a lot of people would say isn't necessarily a favorite, which is Red Card, and going on to a Search and Destroy as well. I think it's a map that was a little bit overhated when it came out, now only moderately hated, arguably the right amount of hate. You know, a certain amount of hate in life is warranted, and I believe this is slap bang in the middle of the perfect amount of hate. Now, it's not a great map, but it's doing the job, especially for how wonderful the maps in Black Ops 6 have been. And moving on to map number 3, we will be returning to Protocol, this time for a little bit of control. Both of our respawn modes in this series will be on Protocol. So if you're a team that's a fan of this map, you're going to be licking your lips at this one. And, you know, seeing how a team like KP Esports have played before, it really does seem like one of those maps that will favor them. They're able to, you know, maneuver all around with the subs. The ARs, as I said, are going to be able to hold on to those lanes. And dare I say, the ability will be there to orchestrate a spawn trap in this map, which is very possible. So a worrying map for C4 Esports to see under control, I think. But if we make it to map number 4, and I appreciate as well, Lenny, what you've been saying there, 16s, appreciate the love on that, my friend. But if we move on to map number 4, we'll be going to Skyline. A massive change up. The movement on this map is intense. It is a small map, long lanes of sight, but not the longest. Subs can do a lot of damage, especially to that underground that you've just seen on your screen there. So this map is just chaos. Spawns aren't even really going to matter that much. It's just going to be who can slay and who's feeling more gunny by this point, which they should all be warm by this point. So, you know, we will know who's going to be gunny. And then, folks, we make it all the way to map number 5. We are returning for the 3rd time to Protocol. So Protocol, very much the fan favorite or the player favorite map for this one. So both of these teams fancying their chances, it seems, on this one. And I really do wonder who's going to come out on top of it. Again, as I said, I think C4 Esports are a team that are going to be able to make KP's minions bleed. But if KP's minions fancying themselves on this Protocol, then it is going to be a long, long day. And ladies and gentlemen, those are the maps and modes that you're going to be seeing in game 1 of the 3 games that we're bringing you this evening. The winners round 2, KP's minions versus C4 Esports. A massive game in Division 2 of the COD Ireland League. Protocol Red Card, Protocol Skyline, and Protocol. And if you take a look at the bans as well, KP's minions have a map that they don't want to play. Can you guess what it is? It is Hacienda. Getting rid of that on the triple, making sure that they don't have to play that. And then, of course, going over to the side of C4 Esports, getting rid of Red Card and Vault. So, again, it very much tailored to a map like Protocol, showing up quite a lot. But it is interesting to see that Vault wasn't actually picked at all in this series. I think this is one of the first times I've ever seen in COD Ireland where Vault has not been picked. So incredibly interesting that that ended up being the case, folks. I rarely see that, and to be honest, I'm thankful for it. As a caster, you end up seeing maps quite a lot, and whenever we're playing them, when you're talking about the maps, you feel the repetitiveness of them far more. So it is a nice change up to not see Vault so far in today's broadcast, but I am nearly certain that we will be seeing that throughout the course of this evening as we'll get more vetoes through. Again, remember folks, the loser of this game will be going on to the second game of the evening to face off against Nugget Land, and then the third and final game of the evening, which will hopefully begin at around 10:30, will be Peaked in Ghosts taking on Deny Gaming. So as I've said, really is an action-packed evening in the Division 2 playoffs. Top teams going up against each other, and I really genuinely appreciate all of you being in here, folks. Nearly 60 people watching here as we're getting ready for this map number 1, and we are just 2 followers off 600 followers. So massively appreciate the support that you've shown us and shown COD Ireland, and really excited to be able to bring you these games, bring you the rest of the playoffs for both divisions, and then get everything ready for the Season 2 going live in the middle of February is probably when that will actually start. But the sign-ups are live now and close on the 31st of January. So if you want to sign up for Season 2, you know where to go. It'll be in our Discord as Delta Daily just pinned. It'll be a minute ago for you, but just pinned it for me. And also make sure to check out our Twitter as well. You will find the links there, and follow all our socials. Folks, we're going to get ready to get into this game, so please don't go anywhere. We will be getting into map number 1 in just a few moments. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We are loading in. I love it when things start mildly on time. We're only about 5 to 7 minutes late. It's amazing. But folks, here we go. Ready to get into map number 1. Loading into that protocol hardpoint. Should be an absolutely fantastic game between both of these teams. We know KP's minions are an unbelievable side. So we'll see for Esports be able to stifle their momentum. They're going to need to. They'll need to find a way to slow them down, but for how long we'll be able to slow them down to take advantage of that is up for debate. Once again, best of luck to both of these teams, as here we go, starting on board with K, as Akita K in the chat has now actually let me know. It's not Key, it's K. Finally getting that right. But folks, they're beginning with this low push. An interesting play to say the least, just instantly going around to get a key top control, but C4 Esports with the hold. Good start from them, but Kimba getting on the time again. This is a very tit for tat point. It's often how it plays out. You can't really read into this point too much, but already KP's minions just trying to hold from this side. Or C4 Esports again, they're going to want to make sure that they have these spawns, and Julian COD's had a good start so far with that AR. In a little bit of trouble now though, but doing a good job of playing his life, backing out and getting around. Now KP's minions are on the point and Nath is pushing through. He's going to try and get to the back for those spawns. And he is on that push. He's the pistol out, but he cannot pick up the kill. Dreams with a massive one. Now going to be set up in the back. C4 Esports with a decent start. KP's minions in the lead, but have to work around the back for spawns. K though with the kill. Kimba getting around the back, and Genghis Khan picking up one as well. C4 Esports now with just one alive left on hill with I Love John Barnes. What a terrific name, by the way, as he gets taken out by K. And K on a 7 streak here at the moment. Had an absolutely fantastic start. Already has the Hellstorm there to utilize when he needs to. But C4 Esports picking up a couple of kills where they can as well, and are no slouches. But when you look at those key 3 deads already, they are coming from the side of KP's minions. Just picking up the kills that seem to matter more in an instance. But eventually C4 Esports are brazing through, picking up a big 3 of their own, and are going to be holding from the front. A good hold from them, and they're answered back well against KP's minions. Have already shown moments where they're going to be dangerous, but C4 Esports have nullified them so far in that, and actually are in the lead. But again, it is about stifling the momentum of KP's minions as much as possible. Once they get into a rhythm, an incredibly hard side to deal with. So they have to bring something really special to this game, C4, and so far doing a good job, but it's a long game. Julian COD on a streak of 5 before being taken out there. May's going to pick up a big kill with a good slide as well around the side, but getting too hurt in the process. K has had a phenomenal start to this game, 11 and 5, carrying his side here at the moment. As KP's minions are back on point. It's K and C, so getting all jumbled there. Julian COD again just trying to hold from the top, and again you're having a case where KP's minions, they're slaying out in moments but not making too much of it in regards to time in comparison to C4 Esports. They are working that time better, but in saying that, KP's minions, they are in the lead, or they were going to be in the lead, and then they got taken off. Julian COD now back on the point, and you can already see the role shaping out for C4 Esports, as you do have John Barnes as well with 38 seconds in the hill, very much the one trying to soak up that time. And they've managed to stifle KP's minions from time to time. Like, you look at Genghis Khan, 4 and 11, Nate 4 and 7, have not gotten off the mark whatsoever. You have to give credit to C4 Esports for doing that, but when they start to kick in, that's when there's going to be a real danger. So C4 Esports need to capitalize on this opportunity, and so far are seemingly doing so. Have rotated for a key point now, 43 to 73, and counting, a 30-point difference, and stretching in what is a key point in this map. Julian COD needs to stay up, and he picks up one. But Kimba trying to go huge, eventually gets taken out, and Julian COD is doing so much damage here to the system. But Barnes in with the cleanup, and going to be able to hold on to this scrap now. He's going to have to deal with maybe one more small push, but 43 to 84. And great kills being picked up there. C4 Esports are going to retain this time. Now, KP's minions, we know through K, they already do have a streak to work with, but C4 Esports are going to be just under that 100-point mark as we get back to P1, and it has been a fantastic first set of rotations for them. They'll be looking to keep this up as Dreams and Julian COD pick up 2. And Julian COD working around the side now. Amazed with 1. Julian COD with the pre-aim. Again, really has been a star stand-up performer for his side. He is mastering this map. with the AR. As Kimba picks up one, but just not being able to make it for anything on the point. But Kimba is absolutely lasering with that AR when he catches a player. Whether they're on a heady or not, they are out of here. As KP's minions now maybe started off a little rusty, but trying to get back onto this point. Amaze went for the chase, but didn't be overzealous. Waited for his teammates. Fantastic play there from C4 Esports and from Amaze. Just making sure not to give his life. Rotated around, let his teammate give him the assistance. They now have 3 on point and are set up to be able to rotate over towards that P2. We see gunfight still going on through the mid, but C4 Esports cleaning up on the kills. But you do have Kimba, as you see, up top. And now the spawns have flipped. So this is huge. And we're going to see big gunfights around the back. But then you had another spawn in around the back. And that's going to be horrific timing. But one that does suit K at the back. Or Genghis Khan, I believe, was K is the one that called in the streak. Now they're going to try to hold from front as Nath goes huge. But coming around the side here. Big gunfights coming in. Amaze picks up 2. Eventually gets taken out, though. And now it is K on that point. As a streak comes in for Julian COD as he picks up the double. Huge kills to push KP's minions off the point. And Amaze is holding from the top. Or holding from the bottom, should I say. I had 2 there, top or bottom, and I somehow got it wrong. Activision are never going to hire me now. But Amaze getting rotated for the next point. And it has to be said, C4 Esports have controlled this map immaculately. Over 100 points in the lead. It's going to be just under 100 by the time we get to the next point. But you take a look at Nath. He got round the back. He went underneath. Is he going to be able to catch him off guard? He's going to absolutely catch out one. K as well with another. And Genghis Khan, Nath with another. And that was a masterful break from KP's minions. And folks, we saw this yesterday as well, where you had a team in map number 1, first game of the night, take an early lead. And then that game ended up being very, very close, even though they were already over the 200 point mark. It is a case of what team just gets warm first. And it looks like KP's minions now are potentially starting to feel themselves, as Genghis Khan has unfortunately not had a great game, but picking up the numbers and, you know, picking up the time in the hill at least. But Nath on a 4 streak, K and Kimba on 2. KP's minions are starting to chain together a couple of vital kills now. And again, we're rotating onto a vital point where if KP's minions gets the hold, all of a sudden they're right back in this game. But C4 Esports, a clean hold in this point virtually guarantees them the win in a crucial map number 1. Julian COD holding an angle now. Amaze up top, just trying to continue to slay out. Moving into the point. Checkerboard a kill feed. Amaze is going to come in behind and help out his teammates. Again, they're doing a great job of playing off the back of each other, keeping each other alive, C4 Esports. And that's really been the difference maker for them now, is they're holding to go over the 190 mark. 114 to 191. Amaze picking up one. Is he going to challenge for the second? He isn't. And again, a checkerboard a kill feed, but it's Julian COD who manages to stay alive. A star-studded performance from him. With over a minute now in hill as well. He's anchoring the points amazingly with that AR. But Kimba gets in, picks up 2. Is he going to be able to get the 3rd? He isn't. Amazing Dreams back on the point. Amaze going to pick up 1. Going to turn, try and pick up the other. 1 person left to take out. And it's Genghis Khan. Can he go huge? He can't. Dreams on the point. C4 Esports going to hold the scrap. Go over 100 points in the lead once again. Aaron saying that K getting 2 massive kills that he arguably shouldn't have been able to get. And now rotating back onto this P1. If KP's minions want to come away with the victory, they have to play it near perfect hardpoint from here on in, which we know they're capable of doing. C4 Esports cannot afford to take their foot off the gas pedal for any more than a second. We'll allow them 1 second off the gas pedal, but I think 2 might be to their detriment. Nath now getting up behind Dreams, trying to pick up another. John Barnes, who we've often see pick up a lot of nuisance kills, I call them, which is what you want to be doing as a player, is playing the time. And C4 Esports been playing so tight together on time, with Barnes about to hit 2 minutes and then Amaze and Julian COD a minute apiece. And Dreams not going to be too far off a minute either. Really are anchoring together as a unit, and it has been working on this map as Amaze picks up 2, nearly making it 3. Kimba picking up 1, moving forward, going for the child, but he's just running into stacks constantly. KP's minions, they just can't do enough to wipe C4 Esports off these points. And C4 now within touching distance. I actually get it. And C4 Esports proving that KP's minions can bleed as they take map number 1, 250 to 134. in what was such a strong performance, ladies and gentlemen. 250 to 134 for C4 Esports. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a series on our hands. And it has to be said, I mean, John Barnes is, we've seen, as we said, he's had his moments. He had a big moment there underground, the final kill, or the kill of the game. But you really just gotta marvel at Julian COD picking up so many kills with that AR. Every player on that side was such a nuisance. One thing was for certain, that to play against KP's minions, you had to play perfect hardpoint. And they absolutely did do that there. And if they can keep that up for the rest of the series, we could be seeing a shock move down to the losers bracket for KP. But C4 off to the perfect start. What a performance from them. And ladies and gentlemen, I've said it once, I'll say it again. We have a series on our hands. Over 70 of you getting to check out that game. And you also need to let me know in the chat. I'm seeing the support for both sides, but who do you think is actually going to win? Let us know. Maybe if even we have an admin in who's actually free, could perhaps do a vote. Maybe vote a little bit of your points. I know the points don't exactly mean anything yet, because we haven't set up anything on the Twitch affiliate, but it's there. You can maybe get yourself some points for something in future, if that could be set up. If not, that's no problem. Admins do enough already. I'm not going to put more work on their shoulders, but ladies and gentlemen, one hell of a series coming up. So don't go anywhere, as we are going to get prepped as quickly as we can for map number 2. KP's Minion versus C4 Esports. This is going to be huge. Well, folks, here we go. Map number 2 about to get underway. Really excited to get into this one, folks, as we are moving into our red card search and destroy. A big change up from Protocol Hardpoint, so we will see how these teams are able to adjust to the change up. Once again, best of luck to both of them as KP's minions are looking to regain. But C4 Esports smell blood. Can they continue with their momentum? We start on board with Mr. I Love John Barnes. What's the play? Going around towards A. A is the play. Okay. Waiting for the peak again. Tentative towards A, but nothing really happening. Meanwhile, you do have Kimba, who is going around on a massive flank. But Julian COD seems to be aware of it being a possibility. It is just whether or not the timing works out. C4 Esports could very much find themselves boxed in if they don't lock in. And he spotted one. But the shots are 11-8 Wifty. John Barnes getting safe. And Julian COD now up top. K picking up a huge first blood. Give us a wave. Hello, Toast. Hope you're doing well, my friend. A 3v4 now. C4 Esports are scrambling. John Barnes now trying to get to the point, get the plant, but C4 have been dismantled this round. Julian COD picks up one, the flank round at the back, and next thing you know, there's a chance, but only 10 seconds to get this bomb planted. They need to move now, but now that bomb has been dropped. Julian COD getting taken out as well, and KP's minions come away with that round. And you have to say, KP's minions played that one well. C4 Esports a little bit tentative getting towards that A. Maybe just looking for the initial pick, hoping someone would peek and they get their opportunity. But KP's minions, they played patient. They played someone on the flank. And ultimately, they were able to just pick the opposition apart. As we move on to round number 2. Julian COD getting round to this A-bomb site. Little peaks, nothing to be seen. It is very much a B push from KP's minions. We're opening the doors ever so slightly. Barnes ready and waiting. No deaths yet, but KP's minions are getting very advanced, and I think C4 are aware of it as well. You see where Dreams is placed now, getting ready to be able to come in for the backup. Julian COD not too far away as well. This could be chaos. The Bard surely has been heard. KP's minions are aware that C4 are aware, but they're in. They're getting the plant. Barnes has not checked, and somehow Barnes is still in here while KP's minions have completely flooded in. And will he get the timing? He's hot. He's not. He's absolutely not. This will be the play of the league if he gets it. He's on. No one's watched him. He's on the defuse. Oh my god. What have I just seen? I love John Barnes with one of the plays of the season. All 4 of KP's minions still left up, all in and around the point. And the gall to go for that defuse is one of the best things that I have ever seen. If that doesn't show the confidence of this side, I don't know what does. What an unbelievable moment. Absolutely insane. Surely have to be feeling themselves now going on this offense as they once again are going to go back to this A site, it seems. Someone better have clipped that, by the way. I don't ask for clips often, but that better be clipped. John Barnes in the underground. Not seeing anything. This A site could be relatively clear for the plant. But it's not happening. They're going to push straight up. Barnes, maybe going to pick up the kill here. He's going to get great timing. And he picks it up. Now pulling back, getting the plant down. C4. The setup is strong. Now you have K around the back. A man down and needing to go for this defuse. Kimba with 1. Big kill. But answered back. Kimba taken out now as well. It is just Key. Key with 1. Key with 2. Making a 1v1 out of nowhere. I love John Barnes. aka Mamba, I believe. Against K. Here comes the chow. The spot not there. And C4 take another round. And dare I say it, folks, they're beginning to live in the head of KP's minions rent-free. Picking up some great rounds. This S&D has been intense, to say the least. Much like festival campers, they are intense. As we move on to round number 4. On board now, we will go with Genghis Khan. 1 and 2 with the bomb. We have one team that likes the A play, one team that likes the B play. KP is going to be making sure to check the bomb, and Kimba picking up that first blood. 3 and 2 has had a better start for the side of KP's minions. Kimba now running up top, and again, it's very separated right now. C4 Esports are playing deep. They don't want to sacrifice their lives. But Mamba getting moved up with the sub. Picking up a big kill, but the trade instantly there. Now a 2v3. And maybe this bomb is now going to start going towards the A point. Amaze is going to check the bomb. How will this timing work out? Dreams, no choice but to pull back. C4 are in a bit of trouble right here. As the time starts counting down, 20 seconds left. This bomb is going to go down as KP's minions continue to move up. But Dreams with a massive kill to make it a 2v2. Amaze with another. And just like that, it's Genghis Khan. He's going to pick up 1. Is he going to be able to rotate out with his life? He should. Dreams. He's got the peak. Does he have the shot? He absolutely does. Going to pick up that defuse. And C4 for sure have ice in the veins in this game. As already KP's minions have put them in difficult positions multiple times, but C4 Esports have managed to come out on the other side. You have that ninja defuse, which is huge, and then you have that moment where the plank goes in, and what I believe was a 3v2 scenario where they were pretty far advanced. But still, Dreams managing to pick up that kill, C4 managing to pick up that round. And they are playing really, really strong here at the moment. Moving on. Round number 5. What's the play? Big kill coming in from Julian COD. The site's been cleared. Do they go for the plant? They do. Four v 3 scenario. Dreams not getting the best timing. Making a 3v3 scenario. K going to try and go in for the break. Coming around the side. K with the spot. Going to pick up 1. They're beginning to swarm in now. But missing 1 as Julian COD once again going huge. And C4 take another round. Now up 4-1. Continuing to look stronger and stronger. Onwards to round 6. Dream sitting up top. KP's minions trying to go for the attack. K made out his position. Play is very much towards this B bomb. Mamba picking up one. And K picking up one now to answer back. 3v3. This is a massive round for KP's minions. They need to find the opportunity to answer back. K gets taken out by Mamba. Or actually, it would have been Dreams, I believe. Apologies due to the Codcaster issue. They know bomb is down. There's only one left alive, and Kimba is going to need to get the 3. Not that much time to do it. C4 Esports guaranteed almost to take another round, as Kimba losing full a little bit there. And C4 Esports are just one round away from going 2-0 up in this series. And I do have to say, they are just growing in confidence with the way that they are playing. Round number 7. C4 with the push. And it is going to be towards A. The split, as you can see in your map, very even between KP. Genghis Khan picking up one. Julian COD getting a trade, though, on the underneath. So now we have a 3v3 as they continue to try and move up. We go on board with none other than Genghis Khan. So they get some great timing, pick up a good kill. 2v3 now. Mamba and Dreams. The last two up for C4. Mamba picking up a huge kill. 7-2 in the search and destroy. He has had a terrific game, to say the least. As he's going to pull back, look to get this bomb down. He hasn't spotted the players in the distance, though. And nearly gets taken out, but managing to get away with his life. Bomb planted. KP's minions need to go in for the defuse. Kimba, did he get the spot in that corner? He did. But engaging with it incredibly weird, it has to be said. And the time is running down. Huge kill from Dreams. Surely, that's just one in the round, as Nath. He's going to have to peek. But he's not going to get the peek in time. And ladies and gentlemen, just like that, C4 Esports come away with the win in map number 2. They are looking borderline unstoppable here. A shock victory in this map, it has to be said. With the way that they are playing. Utterly dominant performance, it seems. A 6-1 victory to go 2-0 up in this series. And folks, C4 Esports looking like they're going to be sending KP's minions all the way down to the losers bracket, where we will see them again, because again, game number 2 will be featuring right after this one. It'll be the loser of this game facing off against Nuggetland. And I think, folks, the rest of the games of this series are going to be absolute bedlam. I honestly think there's a very good chance we could see these two teams face off against each other again in the grand final, which will be broadcast live this coming Tuesday. You're not going to want to miss that one, folks. And ladies and gentlemen. Again, I want to bring you back to it one more time. You know, take a look at the head-to-head for these teams. Two very different stories going into the playoffs, but one where C4 seems to have grown. A few roster changes here and there, but not too much of a change in the way that they've been set up as a unit. But I often see the streams going up. I see them grinding. I come across it by pure chance, folks. I don't check out anyone in particular. Believe me, I see enough COD from what I do here and from casting to actively seek out other COD. But I see that the grind is there. They do be practicing, and maybe that's paying off for them at a crucial moment here in these playoffs. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get ourselves ready for map number 3, which should hopefully only take just a moment. Make sure not to go anywhere. Map number 3 coming your way in just a couple moments. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Map number 3 on the way. As C4 Esports just one map away from getting a shock victory against arguably the favorites of Division 2, KP's Minions. KP's Minions would now have to orchestrate the reverse sweep if they want to get through to the winners round. If not, if that does not happen, then they will be dropping down to the losers bracket to feature in our next game. Massive one coming up. Best of luck to both of these teams. Here we go. And we're going to start on board with Kimba, I believe, as the push straight down to underneath. Genghis Khan picking up that first blood. And that is a huge start from KP's Minions. A good regain for them. Julian COD picking up one, or Dreams in a Maze it would have been, I think. Again, Codcaster bug, Codcaster lies, folks. I apologize profusely for that. But ladies and gentlemen, over 77 of you tuned in right now to check out this game. Appreciate the love and support, folks. Make sure to follow if you enjoy and want to see more COD Ireland action. We'll be bringing you the rest of the playoffs over the next few days, finishing with the grand finals on Tuesday. Kimba picking up one. C4 Esports have one tick on A, but so far been kept pretty nullified and are losing lives in the process, as the Minions do have a fair amount of control around this point. Apologies, folks. I had to mute my mic there for a little cough. I still haven't been able to shake it since that flu that I've had nearly a week ago. Maybe my voice will never fully come back. Maybe this is it. Maybe it's retirement season for Zepcasts, as Amaze has gotten the spot. And has he got the gun? He absolutely does. Picking up the kill now. 17 v 22. Slow start for C4 Esports, but they've regained. Nathan Kimba picking up one. Dreams, or Amaze, one. That was Amaze. We literally saw him get the kill. I need to stop watching that feed because it lies. Amaze picking up another, and they're going to get the second tick now at A. C4 now 3 ticks deep. They're also working at B. Huge moment for them here. 14 v 19. That A point's going to go, and they have time to do some work at B. 4 ticks in the bag already. Plenty of time as well to work on this next site. Okay. Gonna move up the spiral. They try to continue to get control. Nath picking up one. Okay, getting very fortunate timing, but not able to pick up the kill from it. As K very much is trying to get back in the back of the spawns and control. Meanwhile, on board with Dreams, trying to pick up a couple of spawn kills. Nath was on a killing spree of 5, so we're actually going to switch to him, as they are painting this feed majorly red. And a great job here from Nath, as he is 6 and 1, just waiting now, realizing that they can starve the lives of C4, but they'll want to make sure they don't get another tick. And they have 2 on the point now. And Amaze picked up a massive kill, which is now going to allow for the triple stack. And a lot of danger here for KP's Minions. Need to get pushed through, but K picking up a huge 2. One more on the point, though. Julian COD picked up 2. K's going to have to go huge, and he absolutely does. They're going to get that site cleared. 20 seconds left to go. The lives draining as K on that 5 streak. Dreams now behind, trying to work something here, but a near impossible task, is K picking up another once again now. A 1v9 situation with Julian COD, the last alive, going to pick up one, try and pick up the second. He'll find joy in that, but he's going to need to rush that point. He doesn't have the ammo to do it. Taken out, and KP's Minions win a defensive round, which they absolutely needed to do. The defensive rounds are the easier sides, and if they didn't do that, they would have been in a lot of trouble. And things were looking a little ropey there for a second, but definitely coming out the better of the kills, it seems, which was doing a good job for them. And 5 ticks gone. Gonna want to try and be able to get the same or even win an offensive round themselves. That every moment now is massive for KP's Minions, as control could be a huge swing. When you get back into that hard point from map number 4, you can kind of hit a reset. And again, with that map number 4 being a skyline hard point, a very intensive map that is going to suit the likes of a K, who's really been a star player for the side of KP's Minions this series. So C4 Esports, it's going to be very much in their interest to get this one done and dusted here. As Mamba throwing the nade, trying to get pushed through the low, 28v28. Pulling back, just holding the line, picking up that kill very cleverly, being patient. And they're getting a nice wave here. Clean kills. K eventually picking up one, not able to pick up two though. C4 Esports doing a great job here nullifying the pushes from KP's minions early on. Nath picking up another. Could the timing work out here? K needs to pick that up, but he absolutely does. KP's minions, they're kind of in danger here of not getting any ticks at this rate because not managing to be able to get beyond this building really. Meanwhile, C4 Esports do have kind of relative control around the map, but Nath picking up one. Kimbo at one. And just waiting for their opportunity now to get pushed forward. And it's looking like, are they going to go to B or are they going to go up top and play for A? Either way, they're running out of time as K trying to bait them across to B. But they haven't done that much with picking up their kills. They're on for the stack now. They need to make this stack work. Every kill is massive here. But Julian COD, or it would have been Dreams, I believe, picking up a huge kill up top. And he's going to be able to do so much damage here. But these are massive kills on A as well. Big kills coming through from Julian COD as he picks up the 3. A multi-kill of 3. That could be huge for winning this round. Only 2 ticks gone. Nath is going to go onto that B and he's going to stop that clock, give his team time to move. These ticks are massive. As K picked up a huge 2 now. They're on the point. Going for tick number 3. But Julian COD with another 2. But now on A, a double on A. They went for the 2-2 push. Stretching C4. And they're able to get that point. Now 16v13 with a minute to go. And nearly 4 ticks. This is going to be huge. Again, waiting, not actually fancying to get the time down on this spot, which is an interesting strategy to say the least. Kimba picking up 1. 9 and 11. K 21 and 11. What a KD from him. Nath 11 and 8 now. Genghis Khan 8 and 12. Tick and a half gone at B. 4 ticks versus 5 now. 35 seconds to work with. The time is going to be a factor, but Genghis Khan is going huge. He's going to get the kill through the punches. And now that's 2 dead. Are they going to converge onto the point? Genghis Khan might get some terrific timing round the back, but he doesn't look down. Why don't you look down the stairs? Centering 101. A huge moment. That could be very detrimental to KP's minions as the pinch was in, the collapse on the point was there. K trying to go huge, but he can't. The tick now being cleared off B as well. A huge wave of kills for C4. Surely meaning now, as Julian COD looks to pick up another, there's no way they get to B on time, and C4 Esports take that round. 4 ticks to 5. As far as they're concerned, they'll consider themselves to be in the lead here. And that round was 1 play away from going the way of KP's minions on that offense, at least ticks wise. And that was the collapse on the point, the pinch. But Genghis Khan just sliding down the stairs, not centering down whatsoever, being caught completely off guard by someone being on those stairs. And I believe he had shot as well. So his presence should have been somewhat known or expected, but regardless, it's 1-1. They still have time. But KP's minions will feel like that as a moment lost for them. But they pick up a huge 2 in the defense. And if they can have a really strong defense here, things can still go well for them as they pick up a big 3. K managing to get out with his life. I mean, he is having such a series so far, as this is a perfect start from them. 24 to 30. The spawn trap may be in here. Dreams picking up 1. Or would have been Amaze picking it up. 23 versus 29. KP's minions have completely shut down C4 as the push going to be towards this A now. They're getting very tight together to get ready for this push, and that's something you have to commend C4 for, is that they have been playing really closely together in a lot of these respawn modes, and that has been so pivotal. And then being able to capture points, whether it be on a hard point or a control. But Julian COD continuing to move towards the back, picking up a huge kill against Genghis Khan. 1 tick gone today. The stack's going to come in further 2 ticks. That's a massive kill watching round the back. They've got this stack on the point. KP's minions are on the verge of being spawn trapped themselves. There's K with one, K with another. And he actually just about stops that A, picking up the third. And that A eventually goes through the fourth player. But my word, K can only do so much. Picking up all three players, but not able to pick up the fourth. 28-16. This has been an immaculate performance from him. Meanwhile, you cross the other side. You have Mamba 9-18, Amaze 8-16, Dreams 11-15. And then you have Julian COD 26-17. Both himself and K having incredibly strong performances. And folks, for those of you who may not be aware, as it is pointed out in chat as well, the score at the top, not right, it's the bottom right. That's always right. And this series on its way to going the way of C4 Esports, who are 2-0 up against KP's Minions in what is a vital round. Every round's a vital round at this point. As K picks up one, continuing to try and slay out. Didn't get the spot underneath. He's running out of ammo here as well. That will be a concern. He's just going to pre-aim that zip. He's going to get the timing on it to pick up two. It's actually a team kill that's in there. 8v10 now. Only 3 ticks gone on this point. K saying on my screen he's not reloaded. He is now, as he's trying to hold down the 4 on his own, nearly picking up another. But a huge kill coming in now. 5v7, 20 seconds left. They have to defend this B point. KP's Minions, this is a huge moment for them. Every life matters. There's going to be time for one more stack, one more wave of kills, which will decide this round. Kimba with 1. Kimba trying to play his life. K trying to come around for the help. Julian COD or Dreams picks up 1. 2v2 now. Make that a 1v2. Julian COD's got to push. Hopping on the point. Getting taken out. And KP's Minions come away with the round. And that, I believe, is 9 ticks to 4 now, if I'm not mistaken. And Heltic coming in with the raid as well. Appreciate you, Heltic, folks. For those of you who maybe just joined the broadcast, you're going to hear this a minute late as we're on a minute delay, and I apologize for that. But for those of you just tuning in, this is COD Ireland, the playoffs of Division 2, the COD Ireland playoff. This is winners round 2. KP's Minions, who are arguably the favourite for the whole division, taking on C4 Esports, where we are on map number 3 of a best of 5. And C4 Esports, shockingly, 2-0 up in this series right now, as we are on a crucial map number 3 here. And C4 Esports in a good position to come away with this in a round 5. But KP's Minions will have something to say about that, that's for sure. But that is a terrific start. How have we missed that? Julian COD just picking up the 3. Terrific start from him. He's on the chase for this kill. K picking up 1. Julian COD, but on the chase for a while. Back onto the point, but Nath eventually picking up that kill. And Nath, is he going to pick up the other here? He absolutely is. Genghis Khan and Nath combining for a couple, but no one really on A or B as of yet. You have Julian COD, though, sitting around the point. And it has to be said, something with KP's Minions. They've been picking up kills, but not actually getting a lot of time or ticks on the points from these kills. It's very tentative when they play the points, but this has been a huge round for them so far, as they are picking up the kills in batches of 2s and make that 3, as they surely now get a stack on this point. But Julian COD picks up a huge 2 once again. And how many huge kills has this man picked up? 39 and 23. And you have K on the other side, 39 and 20. Top tier performances from both of those players, as it's now 2 ticks gone today. But Amaze getting in. Again, folks, if you're wondering why I'm called out wrong names, the CODcaster is bugged, as it usually tends to be, so it's not always right. 2 ticks gone today, 16v19. C4 are running out of lives, but KP's Minions are running out of time. They need to get at least 1 point captured here, and ticks are going to be huge for them as well. Nathan K picking up another 2. Genghis Khan with 1. Surely that's going to be a push onto the point, as it does look like C4 Esports are giving up that A. Based on this positioning, it's very much all going to be towards this B side. But in saying that, the peek coming in, Genghis Khan with the risky peek, but picking up the kill, picking up the point. And now 7v18 here. They're really beginning to slay out on the lives as KP's minions, if they take this offense, they give themselves a lifeline in this series to make it 2-1 going into map 4. Nath chasing up top. Realizing now they smell blood. They realize they can just play lives. Nath slaying out. Genghis Khan and Nath on a 3 streak. K on a 4. 43-21 for K. Meanwhile, Julian COD, when he spawns, but he actually can't spawn back in, so we can't check. I believe was on similar numbers to him, but KP's minions very much switched it up a gear here, turning the heat up a notch. And just like that, folks, KP's minions take a vital map number 3 to give themselves a lifeline in this series. 2-1 now, as they take this one 3-1. And have they finally found their momentum when they needed to? 2 top-tier performances from players on either side. Julian, COD, and K. Again, folks, this screen lies. The CODcaster lies. It's a very, very broken mess at the moment. But ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. There we land. Map number 3, going the way of KP's minions, and this series could truly go anywhere. It is intensive. It is a whole lot of fun. And I cannot wait to bring you the rest of these maps. The chat, what do you think, folks? I want to know what you think in that chat. Who's going to come out on top of this one? Really looking like it could be anyone's series right now. C4 have to go on to a Skyline hardpoint. It's going to be a tough day at the office for them. Do they have what it takes? Ladies and gentlemen, make sure not to go anywhere. So we are getting ourselves ready for map number 4, which will come your way in just a couple of moments. You won't want to miss it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be getting underway with this map in literally just a few moments, as the teams are actually joining into the lobby now, and they're joining up quickly, so we're going to get this one started. But I just wanted to take a moment to thank you all very much for tuning into the stream today. It is massively appreciated, and regardless of how this game goes, folks, I implore you not to go anywhere, because we will have a cracking game afterwards where the loser of this series is going to be going down to the losers bracket to face off against none other than... And you think I would have prepped that off the top of my head because I've completely forgot who they're facing. But remember it now. Just had to ramble enough to remember. It is indeed Nuggetland. They are facing Nuggetland in the losers bracket right after this game. And then, of course, there'll be one more game after that of this evening, which is the other side of the losers bracket, where you've peaked in Ghosts, who are going to be facing off against the Nye Gaming. So we have more games ahead tonight. It's going to be fantastic. Division 2 is popping off at the moment, and I really do hope you're enjoying it. I thank you all very much for tuning in. I'm seeing a lot of you tuned in as well. I've seen the follows come through. Alexis, Patricia, apologies if the pronunciation is piss poor, and Celtic as well coming in with the raid as well. We really do appreciate that. Saw that during the stream, or during the game, should I say. And yeah, just really appreciate you all being here. Really looking forward to getting into this game, continuing this series. A Skyline Hardpoint is going to be very, very intensive between both these teams, and personally, I think in terms of the slaying ability, it's one that will favor KP's minions a little bit more. So I do sense a map number 5 could be on the horizon. But in saying that, you had Julian COD absolutely popping off as well before, so it's very, very possible if he's going to be able to continue to pop off with that submachine gun, nonetheless, one of those ones, then it's going to be a long day for KP's minion. So really could go either way. Super excited, and I believe that we are ready to get started between these two teams. So folks, again, wish both these teams luck. They've been amazing getting this far in the playoffs and getting through. We're going to be starting in just a moment, as one of the players is just about ready to be ready. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, guys. And again, if you're enjoying, please do consider following. We're over 600 followers now, thanks to your support. If you want to help support us as we try to grow leagues, tournaments, and bring you multiple lands in 2025, then please do consider subscribing. The subscriptions, everything, it goes directly into the COD Ireland piggy bank, which goes towards funding things like leagues, like lands, like tournaments, and we need all the help that we can get in that front. So anything that you could spare is greatly appreciated. So please do consider subscribing, and as well, make sure to check us out on all of our socials as well, Twitter and YouTube, etc. All the VODs of these games do go up on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, hello, how's it going? I doubt you're watching these parts on YouTube, but it's all up there if you want to check it out. And then as well, on top of that, Season 2 signups are now live. So if you want to take part in the COD Ireland League, we're going to have more divisions than ever to cater to all skill levels. Then please do make sure considering to join into that. Again, you need to be in the Discord to take part in that, and the sign up link will be there. Also, it is pinned in our Twitter bio, so please do consider looking at that if you're interested in getting a squad together. And if you're a solo player, you don't have a team, join into the Discord anyway. Declare yourself as a free agent. You may be able to get yourself picked up. It might be on the cards, so do consider it. And folks, we'll take you back to this map mode screen as we'll load in literally just a couple of seconds. Don't go anywhere. Map 4, almost here. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you we wouldn't have to wait much longer, and here we go with map number 4, going on to Skyline Hardpoint. And appreciate the follow coming in as well from Rachel. Thank you very, very much for the follow. Massive game coming up between these two teams. KP's minions trying to engineer the reverse sweep and take us all the way to a map number 5. C4 Esports wanting to get the shock victory and get it done and dusted right here and now on what is going to be the most intense map in this series for certain. Given the size of it, it is going to be intense. So best of luck to both these teams as we load in. Who's going to end up on top? Let us know who you think in the comments. We start on board with Julian COD. Gonna go for the peak and gonna get that first blood, starting off strong. Kimba gonna try and get round the back, but you're not getting the beating of Julian COD like that, who's interestingly enough pulled out the AR, or at least has it picked up. I don't actually remember which one he had, but hey, what can you do? KP's minions, though, on the point, picking up the kills that matter to get that initial time on that P1, as scrappy as it could be. And now the red wave coming through for them. A C4. We're able to take Genghis Khan off the point, but another wave of 3 from KP's minions. Nath continuing to pop off on a 3 streak, K on a 4 before just getting taken out, before we could even go to check him out. KP's minions are looking very, very strong here to begin with. C4 Esports cannot get a look in at that P1. And now we're going to have to try and rely on P2 to gain a little bit of that time back. They are rotated forward, to be fair, but they are going to need to pick up a wave of kills to make it count for something. The way this map works, the spawns alone aren't going to get you anywhere. Is the push coming in? Nearly working that dive to the right. Someone's played a bit of Max Payne, but didn't quite work as Kimba now and KP's minions were holding from the front, and now I've got it from the back. A clean hold for them at the moment now, 42-8. Kimba picking up another kill down low. And as predicted, folks, the pace, the intensity of this map is indeed favoring the side of KP's minions at the moment, who are warm and here, ready to do damage, but a little bit of caster curse kicking in there, because as soon as I say that, C4 Esports come back in with the point, but Nath picking up a little bit of a body stack there, I believe, meaning that KP's minions we're going to be able to get the scrap, but that is a huge kill that's come in. And now we're going to be going to P3. KP's minions 40 points in the lead. And it is Julian COD who is rotated 7 and 6, make that 8 and 6, continuing to pop off for a side. The numbers not quite as exquisite as they were in the previous map, but regardless, they're good numbers to have by this point, as he's picked up 2 massive kills and has a read of the spawns as well. Gonna get another. This is a huge wave of kills from Julian COD now, 11 and 6. It's almost like he heard me say he didn't have that great of a start, and he's said, oh, well, I'll make a change to that real quick. Terrific from him, as C4 Esports gaining a lot of this time back on this point, but Kimba knew exactly where to check and took him out in the end up. But C4, credit to them now picking up the kill for the most part and holding on to the point, but once again, Caster Curse coming to fruition. As soon as I say that, KP's minions straight into the point, wipe it out, and are going to be able to seemingly, by the looks of it, pick up the scrap. As you can see, the rotation now to P4 is what's on the agenda. Going to be a huge gunfight out the back here. Is Nath, is he going to check? He actually isn't going to check. But I believe Amaze is going to completely miss him as well and actually Chal Old. Meanwhile, you have Kimba, who actually spawned in around the back, not fully playing the spawns there, C4. And they are going to regret that, as now the hold is looking strong for KP's minions on this next point, who could really use this point to pull away in this map. K, Genghis Khan, K again. K absolutely popping off, 12 and 6 himself. Terrific start. He has been one of the players of the series so far, and if they can engineer the reverse sweep, there is a conversation for very much him being the player of the series. Of course, only time will tell. KP's minions continuing to holding from front. They had a read of the flanker. Now they know where they're spawning from. This map is in complete control of KP's minions. We're over 60-70 points in the lead now. Actually, 80 points, if I can count correctly. As we're going to be making our way back to P1. It'll be a 90-point difference. C4 Esports have really struggled this map. Amaze and Dreams struggling to get the numbers up. Very much the same with the Mamba, as everyone on the side of KP's minions are just slaying out. And how have we missed this, ladies and gentlemen? Genghis Khan on an 8 streak with 1 minute 10 in Hill. An immaculate performance from him. Is he going to be able to continue this streak and potentially even get a Merciless, the Merciless of the series? Absolutely not. He is ripped to shreds as C4 Esports now trying to hold a little bit of P1 themselves. and try and gain some of this time back. They need to chain a couple of hills together themselves just to see themselves back into this one. C4 are in a really tough spot with the map that's so kill-based as well. The kills just aren't going their way. The diamond in the rough very much being Julian COD at the moment. The only one on the side over double digits. And I believe 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Julian COD has all the kills of his teammates combined at the moment, which just shows the levels that we're seeing here right now. An immaculate performance from him, but unfortunately, when you're playing against a side like KP's Minions, you need the entire team popping off, and that just is not happening here at the moment. Kimba going for that kill, but getting taken out by Julian COD, who again just is seemingly the only player there at times to be able to come up with a moment. As Amaze trying to get around the back, is going to pick up one, not going to be able to pick up the second. KP's Minions playing really well together as well. They've got the trades on point as they continue to stay on point and are over 100, nearly 120 points in the lead. We're halfway through P2 for the second time around, and this runs the risk of being one of the shorter hard points that we're going to see in these playoffs. As KP's Minions, they most certainly weren't at the races to begin with in this series. C4 Esports, they had ice in the veins. We had one of the best ninja diffuses I have ever seen in a competitive league. We had situations where they were just winning out, where they had absolutely no right to. But since then, since map number 3, KP's Minions have locked in and are locking on to their opposition, not missing bullets, just playing together as a unit, picking up the kills on an individual level, and have really stepped up when they needed to the most. And just under 100 points in the lead now, as C4 Esports are pulling themselves back into this one. But with the disparity in kills and with the no sign of that stopping, it's a near impossible task at this point to pull themselves back in. It's very much so looking like we've got a map 5 in our hands, unless they can pull an absolute worldie of a comeback right here and now. Dreams at 1, Dreams with 2, and credit to them, more 2 pieces coming in. This is exactly what they needed. It's taken them a while to warm up to this map, but around this set of rotations, they have played it far better than they did the first. But breaking into this point is going to be huge. They lost a lot of time on this point before. But Amaze is going to pick up one, get on the point, instantly get traded out though from the player holding the spawns. But then again, the kills are coming from front, so maybe C4 will be able to hold from front, but they need to get aggro on it. They may have left it a little bit too late now, as KP's Minions are all spawned up and they're just going to be able to get that wipe, and that's going to be a tit-for-tat trade, but ultimately a relatively clean hold, as KP's Minions now over the 200 point mark. C4 Esports on 1-1-1. Julian COD at 1 before being taken out. K now on that streak of 5. Gonna pick up one, gets traded from none other than Julian COD, who is having such an unbelievable performance, but it could almost be argued that he's having that because he simply just has so much to shoot at. His teammates aren't picking up the numbers whatsoever. And while they have improved, they'll need to improve so even more, as they need to recoup over 100 points and more if they want to win it. 2-1-8 to 1-1-9. C4 Esports have control of P1, but you do have Kimba coming around the back as well. And again, when you have a map this size, it's so easy to just get in and pinch from all angles and collapse on any point at any time. And a 4 down surely meaning the nail in the coffin for this map and sending us to a map 5, as KP's Minions with complete control now. 2-3-5 to 1-2-2. Dreams deciding he's had enough of this and taking the one-way ticket off the map, as Julian COD on his 40 bomb. It's ultimately going to account for very, very little here, as you look as well at who's playing for those spawns. And you do have Genghis Khan sitting up ready and waiting, but that's a huge kill coming in from Mamba, who's going to sit on this point and try and recoup a little bit of time and maybe just shift momentum slightly before going to that search and destroy, because let's face it, that comeback is impossible. But maybe they could do something just to give themselves a bit of momentum to take into map number 5, because that's what they're relying on here. Mamba can't pick that one up. K, Nath combining Julian COD, or Dreams on the point actually, is the last alive, who wins out the trades but doesn't get the turn. And ladies and gentlemen, just like that, it looks like this is going to be it. 250 to 142 as KP's minions are going to take us to a map number 5. What a fantastic performance from KP's minions. 250 to 142. Unbelievable. Let's get that typed in correctly here on my side of things. That would be a good start. 250 to 142 on that skyline. Interestingly enough, map number 1, 250 to 134. Both teams kind of doing the same thing to each other in regards to these hard points. And ladies and gentlemen, we are finding ourselves going to a map number 5 in what has been a whirlwind of a series that we didn't really expect C4 to do what they did at the beginning, but they absolutely did it and did it with style. Now we're going to be going all the way to the end, back to a search and destroy, where C4 Esports already proved they have ice in the veins. But KP's minions have certainly warmed up into this series and look like the team to beat once again in this league, in this division. So we'll see how that one ends up turning out, folks. Don't go anywhere. The final map of this series is going to be on your screens in just a couple moments. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Map number 5 between KP's Minions and C4 Esports. We are on protocol for Search and Destroy. The third and final time we will see this map in this series. One went the way of C4, the other going the way of KP's Minions. Now the deciding game in more ways than one. Best of luck to both of these teams in this winners round 2, as here we go. And we will start on board with a maze. Had to get another cough in, folks. My God, my throat hurts already. Long day for me. As a maze. Waking his way round to the B side. First blood, though, coming in for Kimba. Doing a good job on the underground. And that bomb has now been left pretty stranded up top. Genghis Khan watching the drop down as well. C4 Esports very much gone into split positions early on, but not really in a position to do anything with those split positions, especially being a man down. So time ticking away. Everyone just tentatively waiting. Julian COD trying to make a move here for his side. Going up the zip, picking up a kill, taking out K nonetheless. A massive player to take out, surely, with the way the complexion of this game, the way this turned out. You absolutely need to, on both sides, either make sure you're getting rid of Julian COD or K. 3v3, bombs down B, and C4 Esports pretty set up for a good hold. Can Julian COD be a nuisance and delay? He didn't see the player out wide in P1. And he has been spotted up top, but he's rotated out with his life. Credit to him, he's playing his life incredibly well here, but this means KP Minions are going to be able to get pushed in quickly. But huge kill coming in from Mamba. Julian COD picking up another, and all of a sudden it's Nate, the last alive. He's not going to be able to do anything with that. And a massive first round going the way of C4 Esports. A team that's maybe proven that they're the better search and destroy side. Taking a huge first round for them. But we'll need to make sure to start chaining some of those rounds together. Moving on. Round number 2. It's now up to KP's Minions on the offense. What is the play? Bomb going inside. Not making its way underground. Player out of helicopter. Player in the building. And then you go out wide, and that's where it gets interesting. Has K been spotted on the flank from that stun? He had the turn of a man who was spotted, but he's there for the trade out the back door. K, purveyor of the back door, some would say. Not me, of course. As Kimba picks up one. K picking up another, and all of a sudden it's a 1v3 as they've just been picked apart in this round. And Amaze is going to have to amaze everyone here to get something out of this round. That bomb plant is going down A. Will he be able to pick up some decent timing? He's going to pick up one. He's got the pre for the second, but was just 2 damage from the drop and from those initial shots. And KP's Minions take a round. Even this all up at 1 apiece in this map 5. Round number 3. We've seen both of these sides have successful offenses. Who's going to make that defense count for something? It's going to be KP's Minions pushing underneath, cooking that nade, but the trophy system in. That's one of the more vital trophy systems you'll ever see, as this was a 4-man push underground, and KP's Minions going to be giving up the site to the plant. Probably the right decision to make there. Not going to be too overzealous with the push. But C4 getting that first blood. The push coming in, but not going anywhere. Now a 3v2. K and Genghis Khan versus the rest of C4. What's the play? Okay, trying to break in, but he didn't check behind him. Someone had pushed outside, and just like that, C4 Esports take another offensive round. And both of these teams really efficient with their offensive rounds, to say the least. Getting pushed in, getting control of the site, playing the right spots at the right time, and getting it cleared. Can't really do much better than that. Onwards we go. Round 4. It's been tit for tat. Can someone pull away? I'll stay on board with Dreams in this defensive effort. See what the play is going to be. KP Minions trying to mimic the play, but it's Dreams popping off with the 2-piece. KP's Minions have to retreat. And a carbon copy of the play prior, but not working at all, as Amaze's shots were accurate. And floundering now. K decides to push back down low. Could this be a play? Genghis Khan on the outside. He has been spotted. He's going to go up the ladder. But he's chased by Dreams. And knows that bomb is down. K in the 1v4 has been spotted underground. And that's all she wrote in this round as C4 Esports pick up another round. 2 in a row now to go 3-1 up. And could that be a pivotal moment in the final map in this series? On to round 5. Both of these teams have put on a masterclass performance. But this search and destroy really is one has been dominated on the kills, at least, by C4. 2 are pushing low, 2 are pushing through mid. Different strategy. They've been made weak. They're in a little bit of trouble, but they've gotten control of the point again, which is going to be huge. And then you have Julian COD, who's gone around the side to pick up one first blood. Kimba answers back though with a kill, but then that's traded himself as he seemingly just wasn't able to get up the zip in time at 3v2. And this is for C4 Esports to go 4-1 up in this search and destroy. Mamba scooting left and right. Amaze taken out by Genghis Khan. K and Genghis Khan taken out though. And C4 Esports go 4-1 up. And an inch ever closer to taking this map 5 and pulling the reverse sweep out from under KP's Minions. Well, folks, I don't know about you, but I certainly didn't see this one coming. I saw an entertaining series on our hands. For those of you who have been tuned in all the way through, I don't think anybody, you would agree with me when I say I don't think anybody could have predicted the twists and turns that this series would have. And only the first series of the night as well. Plenty of terrific games coming your way after this one. K with the initial shots, just scaring off Dreams there at the back, or Amaze. It may have been. It was indeed Amaze. KP's Minions need this offense to go their way. Trying to get towards this B, but you do have Amaze there. K with a huge first blood. Amaze, he's just holding. As Genghis Khan has crawled all the way around the side to be unspotted and to get up top. I'm going to try and pick up these kills from boxing in, surely. He didn't spot him. I don't believe what I've just seen. Genghis Khan didn't see him. Asleep at the wheel. He didn't see him lying down and he wasn't able to save his teammate, but still. I was about to say 3v2, but now it's 2v2 with that bomb about to go down. Genghis Khan has had a couple of moments on this map and the overall throughout the series that have not helped out his team at all. And that could be a huge one in a swing round. They go 5-1 down here. It's all but over for them in this map. But Genghis Khan's going to get round the back. He's going to rescue it with a kill. That's huge. Julian COD, though, is going to trade him straight out. 1v1, 20 seconds left. How's your bottle? Julian COD, he's waiting. He's waiting. He's got the spot. But he doesn't have the kill as KP's minions pull back a huge round. Folks, put some hype in the chat right now. Root for your side. They need you to get them through to the very end. They need your support. And we need your support, so follow. Shameless plug, I know, but I had to do it. Map 5. 4-2 now. C4 Esports. KP's minions pulling a huge round back. We're going to need to pull back plenty more. They have proven throughout this series that they can be down but not out. But this is their last chance to do that. Can't afford to give C4 another round just yet. They need to continue to dominate as they go for that push. The nades coming in. K with the first blood. The trade coming in though. As Julian COD going huge with the sub. He is in trouble, but he gets out. The trades are there. And just like that, Nath is the last alive. Going to be able to pick up one. Slides around the bomb. He hasn't been spotted somehow. He gets terrific timing. Is he going to get the third? No. C4 Esports take that round and go one round off taking this series in map number 5. Just for a fleeting moment there, it looked like the 3-piece was going to be on. The moment of brilliance that teams need to pull themselves back in their hour of need, but not to be. The kill comes in. C4 Esports are thankful for it. It looked for a second like KP's minions were learning. They were adjusting to their side, to the opposition. C4 getting the job done, and KP's minions need to pull 4 rounds on the trot. Do or die. What do they do? Julian COD getting around that flank quick. He's going to be a player who can get into a tricky position. As K, though, seemingly has the reads, but they weren't clean enough. Julian COD's got the spot. The first blood. It's going to come in for C4, taking out the strongest player. It's been a battle all series. Julian COD versus K. And Julian COD may have come out the victor right here and now, but a trade got in. It's 3v3. KP need to get this bomb down. They do not have control of sight. They arguably could. They could push in. But they need to link up. They need to get together. Genghis Khan has the bomb. He's going to go for the plant. C4 believed, by the looks of it, that B push was going to come in, but it hasn't. It is an A. So it's a 3v3 now. Julian COD still alive as well. Such a strong player. And he's going to be going on the flank as well by the looks of it. His 2 players are going to chat out mid. Huge kill from Mamba. 3v2. Kimba and Genghis Khan. RCXD dropping in. That's huge. Kimba with 1 though. 2v1. Kimba the last alive. The bomb's being defused. He picked one. He didn't check the bomb though, but he came off the bomb. Julian COD came off the bomb. Kimba, he runs. And just like that, KP's minions live to see another day. I don't believe what I just seen. He got the kill, but he was running away. He didn't see that Julian COD was on the defuse. Of course, Julian COD didn't realize that. He panicked. He hopped off. He went for the kill, but it wasn't to be. But he actively did not see him on that defuse. If he had just held it, C4 Esports would have come away with this map. But we move on to another round. Heart in the mouth stuff, folks. This series couldn't be closer. I would dare to say the best series that COD Ireland has seen this season. It's truly up there as Kimba cooks the nade, but no one there. C4 have changed the strat. It's a spread across the building, a spread across the map as they maybe hit towards B. A maze. He's going to run in to K around the back. I believe he spotted him. I think he did spot him. And he takes some pop shots, but to no avail. Both teams recognizing the pressure of this situation. Genghis Khan with 1. Massive first blood. Mamba with the bomb. Pop shots coming in everywhere, but no one dropping as of yet. It is a maze that's weak and almost stranded out by this helicopter. He's going to get moving. Kimba right above the bomb carrier Mamba. they're going to have to go towards A now. Kimba, is he going to get the spot? He absolutely does. He's going to follow. He's going to take him off the bomb. Great timing. Making it now a 1v4. Amaze the last up. Not going to have time to do anything. In saying that, though, Mamba picking up, or it's Amaze picking up 2. He's not. Oh, he's been taken hostage. Oh, not a hostage situation like this in such a crucial, pivotal moment. But KP's minions make it 5-4 now. Creeping their way back into this one. Only needing 2 rounds as we enter round number 10. Best of luck to both of these teams. They have both truly deserve it, but only one can take it. As KP's minions are playing this one slow. They want that first blood. They are waiting for that flanker, who's most likely going to be Julian COD, to make his way up. They're peeking, but they're not being overzealous. Freeing, waiting. An RCXD was in, but I believe I've just heard it blow up. At least I think I heard an RCXD, unless I'm completely losing the plot, which is incredibly possible. But they're just holding, they're waiting, but they're gonna run out of time. They've held a little too long here. C4 Esports have the holds. The initial shot's coming in from Julian COD. He's gonna rotate out with his life. Taking out the trophy. That bomb, I think they want to try and move it towards B now. That does seem to be the look, the way that they're angling. It's Amaze sitting around the back. Stream sitting inside the building. And it is going to be a B play. Kimba didn't get the spot in the back. Kimba has not seen him in the back, but he's going to get the chase now after the shots. Is he going to pick up the first blood? He is. Huge first blood. Bomb's going to go down. 3v4. Make that 3v3 as Dreams picks up 1, but that bomb does go down. And now 2v3. It's Dreams and Julian COD having to work their magic. They're going together, and they're going together quick. No time to waste. 100 of you tuning into this. The defuse is coming in. No way do they go for another ninja in such a vital moment. 1 kill coming in. The bomb check. They check it in time. And folks, we go to a round 11. Stunning display, folks. They pulled off one of the best ninjas I've ever seen in the previous Search and Destroy. And it didn't happen again that time. We go all the way. Map 5, round 11. Best of luck to both of these teams, as it's KP's minions on the offense. Here we go. Genghis Khan with the bomb. They're pushing out quick. They're going aggressive. Will this suit Amaze? Will he get the spots? He doesn't. First blood going the way of C4. And it's K that's been taken out as well, which is huge. The bomb is round the back. It's towards B. No one's checked out by that helicopter yet. Genghis Khan, he didn't see him again. He hasn't seen him again. The bomb's going to go down, but Amaze hasn't seen him either. Honestly, COD Ireland, sponsored by Specsavers. Huge kill coming in. Mambo at 1. 4v2 now. Make that 4v1. It's all but over. The defuse coming in. And on round 11, C4 Esports take map number 5. GG's to them. That was insane. Truly, I am speechless at what has to be one of the best games of COD I've ever seen in terms of twists and turns in my casting career. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. There it is. There we land. C4 Esports beating the Division 2 favorites, KP's Minions, 3-2.